Luckily, the Constitution has given us the right to go on appeal. This is a court of first instance to go on appeal to the Supreme Court.
Electoral jurisprudence will virtually disappear, starting by INEC. I'm saying this with every amount of sincerity, because when the litigants, due to obstacles all the way.
Thank you. I think we have to thank all of you. On behalf of my colleagues, I would like to inform you that this is a huge success, not only for APC as a political party in Nigeria, but it is a huge success for Nigerians.
Of the proceedings relate to the entire world. And as far as we are concerned, we are now set for hearing.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Plan B TV News. I know a lot of you are pissed off right now the way the chief judges of Nigeria rule in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu over the presidential petitions that have been in court. Well, it didn't end there. You know, after the chief judges said that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu won the 2023 presidential elections with fairness, that Peter Obi and Atiku lack merit because they don't have enough evidence to prove that they were robbed of their vote or they won the majority vote, that they don't have enough evidence to prove to the courts, that the court work with evidence. Now, it didn't end there. I want you guys to watch what Peter Obi legal team said, that they will take the matter to the Supreme Court for appeal, that this case is not over yet. So we'll be right back after this video to do some exegesis to it.
I'm saying that our clients are dissatisfied with the judgment just delivered. And we have the firm instruction of our clients to challenge the judgment on appeal. And the court has promised us that possibly by tomorrow we are going to get a copy of the judgment. Once we have it, we will swing into action. Let me say this. We have to be very, very careful in this country. If we are not careful, electoral jurisprudence will virtually disappear. I'm saying this with every amount of sincerity, because when the litigants, when those who contested the election continue to find it very difficult to establish their case due to obstacles all the way, starting by INEC, certainly they may resort to some other means of trying to seek justice, which may not be lawful. And nobody encourages that. So, and also, I commend the Court of Appeal for introducing live streaming. You will recall that we applied to the court to have live streaming of all the proceedings. The court, in its wisdom, did not grant the application, but now in the end, they saw wisdom in it to guarantee transparency. Hence, they introduced live streaming of the judgment. Certainly, it would have been better if there was live streaming of the entire proceedings, so that the public will now watch it from beginning to the end and connect properly with the judgment. But this one just started from the judgment, so they didn't start from the very beginning. So I do hope and pray that next time it will be continuous from the beginning of the case, beginning of the hearing, until the end. That is the only way you can ensure transparency. Because when something is open, people will see it themselves and they will make up their minds one way or the other.
Thank you very much.
Finally,
Okay.
I leave you with one word. History. History will vindicate the just.
Now, you have heard what Peter Obi legal team said, that this case is not yet over, that they will take it to the Supreme Court. On the other hand, that of the articulations and this legal team also came out to expatiate on this matter that this case is not yet over. I want you guys to also watch this particular video. We'll be right back.
Well,
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
well, the judgment has been delivered, but we have not received justice. Luckily, the Constitution has given us the right to go on appeal. This is a court of first instance, to go on appeal to the Supreme Court. And you see, this is a struggle that is not just for our clients, but for the constitution of this country, for the rule of law, for democracy. We were expecting an outcome that will improve, encourage the use of technology to enhance election management, to enhance transparency, to enhance accountability, so that Nigerians will believe in democracy. Nigerians will come out in their masses like they did to vote. We don't want Nigerians to be discouraged in the process. There are certain things, certain principles of law that we know that we need to explore, and we strongly believe that when we get to the Supreme Court will have the opportunity to review a number of things that have been said here today. So we have the instructions of our clients as soon as possible to go to the Supreme Court. So we have, today as you saw in court, we have asked for the records, we have asked for the judgment, we are going to apply for transmission of records because we have a very limited time to push this. So the struggle continues, and as it is said, it is not over until it is over.
If you watch the way Peter Obi and Atiku legal team have spoken, then you will understand that there is more to what they are saying right now. Because they are legal tenants, they don't want to say some certain things that can be used against them in court. But you see the way they are trying to pinpoint it that, okay, they know they were robbed, that the judges were paid to rule in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You seeing, if you watch the full video, the live stream of the whole court proceeding, then you will know that these judges were so rude. They don't want to give the opportunity for any lawyer to speak. And at the same time, you will know that they were paid for this job. Well, I also want you guys to watch Kashi Shettima and that of the APC party chairman, what they said about this whole thing, that they know they won and the court came out to rule in fairness, justice, and equity were served over this whole case. That, okay, I don't want to expatiate. I just want you guys to watch the video. We'll be right back.
Yes, I'm view of this judgment.
Thank you. I think we have to thank all of you. On behalf of my colleagues, I would like to inform you that this is a huge success, not only for APC as a political party in Nigeria, but it is a huge success for Nigerians and also a huge success for democracy. This has shown that democracy has come to stay, and our judiciary is highly respected, and not only the judiciary, but also even the press, even the media, the various media. You see how we have come along, and you see how we have tolerated each other. So I can say that this is the beginning of the maturity of democracy in this country. we have to thank the politicians, even the leaders of the political parties. We have to thank them for showing maturity, especially the presidential candidate for PDP and that of Labour Party. We have to appreciate them, we have to thank them, because they also do contribute to stability of democracy in this country. We have to inform you that we respect the judiciary, because if you see how 5 of them are unanimous on the verdict that they have shown this evening. And not only that, all the other consolidated, allegations, complaints by the opposition, all the 3 consolidated petitions have been exhausted, especially the issue of disqualification of our presidential candidate and his running mate, or the vice president at the moment. You can see how that one was dispensed. Also the issue of malpractices in the election, you could see how the judges were able to treat it and dispensed everything. And we're happy that this program was done live so that Nigerians will definitely know what has happened, instead of relying on social media where some political parties are inciting people. If APC is being manipulating the result, how can we lose presidential election in Katsina State, which was the state of the existing president at that time? And how can we lose presidential election in Lagos, where we have our own presidential candidate? So you can see that APC has done a lot, and we have to thank our followers, and we are now ready to continue giving dividends of democracy to the people of Nigeria.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, gentlemen.
As a good Nigerian, you have watched this particular video from the PDP legal team, from the APC party chairman and Labour Party legal team, what they have said. I want you to digest it and comment your thoughts in the comment section. Do you really think if the Labour Party and Atiku press more further to go to Court of Appeal, do you think they will still get what they are expecting? Or do you just think they should forget about it because the total justice in Nigeria are not meant for justice? It's meant for favor of people. I don't know if what I'm saying is even making sense. Anyway, I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. For me, I would just say they should forget about it, because the money spent in this case is just a total waste. We know right from the beginning, the moment they swore in Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we know it is over, because I don't know how a city president will give up his power because the chief judge will just say Peter Obi won. This is a precedent. It's not going to be easy, except maybe it's a military coup. Without that, you can't just say, I don't even know, not as powerful as Nigeria. I wish the whole North were against Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then I would say, yes, there is 80% that is possible. But as it is now that you have shared power amongst them and all those things, the chances this case have is just like 10 against 90. So there's no how Peter Obi or Atiku will even get favor from either the Supreme Court. We know right from the upset and down to this Court of Appeal that they are going to. But still, I'm not a lawyer. And what about you guys that are watching this video? What is your take? I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think that, okay, yes, they should press charge? There's a way that this Court of Appeal might rule in favor. If that's going to be possible, how would Bola Ahmed Tinubu willingly step down because the court said, okay, you lose? If you believe that that's going to be possible, comment. For me, maybe they just go prepare for next 4 years. That's just my own opinion.
September 6 is D-Day in the Nigerian judiciary under the current administration. It's the date that the 5-member panel of the Presidential Election Petition Court, headed by Justice Haruna Samani, will decide on petitions challenging the victory of Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress (APC) on the outcome of the February 25 polls. Atiku Abubakar of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) and Peter Obi of the Labour Party, as well as the Allied People's Movement (APM), are seeking to nullify the election's outcome. Atiku and Obi had called 40 of the 150 witnesses they had listed. These alongside loads of documents tendered to prove their case that Mr. Tinubu wasn't the winner, citing a number of reasons including INEC acting in breach of the Electoral Act and allegations of forgery, dual citizenship and drug trafficking leveled against Mr. Tinubu. But Tinubu, who is now Nigeria's president, denied the charges against him by the PDP, LP and APM petitions throughout the hearing. Earlier in the proceedings, which kicked off on May 8th, both the PDP and Labour Party presidential candidates had applied to the court to allow a live telecast of events to give a sense of transparency and fairness to the public. But the call to allow the cameras failed, with the court stating on May 22 that doing so will amount to making the proceedings one big circus show, adding that the Nigerian constitution doesn't permit it.
The court, in its wisdom, decided that the subject of our application, i.e. the live streaming and open telecast, is not in any way connected with the merits of our petition. The petition is separate, it's ongoing. The application did not succeed to have the televised version of the proceedings relate to the entire world. And as far as we are concerned, we are now set for hearing.
And the observers say it was highly unlikely that the court will make a U-turn, but they have now been proven wrong. As the days of waiting turned into weeks, a sense of despondency and frustration began to build, translating to hashtags such as, quote, eyes on the judiciary, tell us the date, and so on. Finally, the long wait is over. The date is now known. September 6 has been set aside as D-Day after huge fireworks during the hearing. And in an astonishing turn of events, the court has finally made a U-turn by allowing the cameras in, but with the proviso that the faces of judges won't be shown. The judicial authorities say allowing the cameras into the courtroom is to reduce the number of anxious Nigerians that may want to storm the court on Wednesday to hear the verdict for themselves, possibly overwhelming the capacity of the Temple of Justice. Legal experts say allowing the cameras in the courtroom is a significant development in the country's judiciary, but that what will be more significant yet is Wednesday's decision and the ultimate decider upon a possible appeal at the Supreme Court by any of the parties on who actually won the 2023 presidential election.
If you listen to what Atiku legal team said, there is a lot of sense in it. Because he don't just want to offend the courts by just saying the obvious that, okay, the judge were bribed. That's why you see him, we are trying to say, the way this case were ruled, they are trying to discourage Nigeria not to vote because everybody knows that. If you listen to what the chief judge said, when they were ruling in favor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they said nobody has the right to control the INEC on how it's going to read the results. Okay, if nobody's going to control him, then why do they spend over 200 billions to buy beavers and RFA? That's the question people are asking the court, but the judge decided not to talk. So anyway, I just want you guys to also watch this particular last video so that you know how the judge will rule. They don't just want you to say, my lord, you are confused. My lord, I'm not confused. My lord, I know what I'm saying. My lord, I don't know. My lord.
My lord, sir, I'm very sorry again, sir. Yes. Even if your lordships are going to say, your brethren are going to say their piece later on, sir, at least you all, my lord, well, you all should be arrested by saying it's either dismissed or is allowed. Huh? I was wondering if your lordship would not pronounce that it's been dismissed. So that
what are you saying?
I'm sorry, but I don't want to be confused, sir. I've listened to your lordship's eloquent judgment.
Sorry, please, Leonard Senior. You don't have to interrupt judgment. We are delivering judgment and we are still on. Please leave the judgment where it is.
My lord, I'm very sorry, sir.
If you are confused, when you get the judgment, you read it.
No, my lord, I'm not confused at all.
Okay, then please.
I'm making a suggestion.
No, you don't have to suggest to us how to deliver judgment.
I'm sorry.
So you seriously think that all five of us wouldn't know that?
Lord,
wouldn't know what we want to do?
I apologize. I apologize.
Anyway, this is where I'm going to be ending the video today. If it's your first time of coming across our video, please subscribe if you have not done so. If you do, turn on your notification bell so that you wouldn't miss out any of our future uploads. Remember, we love you. God love you more. Be the part of Plan B TV team, and let's continue to grow this channel together. God bless you. Stay tuned. Until we meet again, peace out.
And I see the show your support. Now say God bless you too.
Sense on the bed.
Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV. Oh, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV, Plan B TV.